They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, to stand on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. These two teams were also the 2 best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield. To get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Chark, 75 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Typical safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
Second and 8. Mayfield now. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. A give running left. It's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6.
2nd down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 81 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Like 22, like 22. All day, baby, all day.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He got 29 yards that time.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen for Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
James Bradbury running in and finishing that play on the corner blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. throw to Olave. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Olave making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys.
She-Rag got me.
You